Do you want to build a country? We can make it really great. I can't take it anymore. I walked out the door. I had to get away. We used to be so happy, and now we're not. I wish you would tell me why. Do you want to build a country? It could be the perfect country. Go away, Hailey. Okay, bye. Do you want to build a country or just pass a law? I think some change is overdue. I have no food, my family is doomed. Hang in there, wifey. It gets a little cold without a house, watching my family die. I know we can't make everyone happy, but we can try our best. They say buy food and I'm trying to, but someone consumed too. There's none for me. There's only one season left and I have no food. What am I gonna do? Do you want to build a country? When writing the song, we discovered that many of us shared the same issues across the classes. And one of them is that you can't make everyone happy, especially with the conflicting hidden agendas. There was no middle ground. Conservatives needed less than 20% public ownership, whereas liberals needed more than 20%. Fascists needed a strong federal government, whereas the other agendas needed a smaller one. As far as most people were concerned, middle ground was bad for everyone because no one got points. Many people went into Civic Mirror with friendships, but they were soon strained as allies were formed and people targeted. At the beginning, I think we all had this idea that we could make people happy with moderate enough views, which didn't end up happening. And this happens in the real world as well, especially when it comes to compromise in politics, which we will talk about later.
The problem we found is the difference between what people think is right and what actually is right, though there is no answer as to what is the best system. If it was that easy, a lot of conflict could have been averted. They know what is right, but they don't follow through with further actions, like compromise. We all thought it was a good idea and wanted it to happen, except Will. But when it came time to do it, the other side was thrown to the curb. Ideals are great, but they do nothing in the end.
The students also act in the interests of money and capital. Also in West Korea, people kept on raising the price for food only for their own gain. I personally think it is because of food. People are afraid of losing things because they know they have the capability to lose and withhold themselves. They are trying to hoard their possessions because they want to protect themselves from those nasty contracts that can severely hurt them. It is understandable, but that means that some people will not be able to obtain what they need in order to survive. It creates a gap that is simply not just the community. In addition to that, people do not really act like they were in real life. People revolutionize their personalities just so they can make their grade better. Some capitalists became very vicious while trying to acquire their properties. They decided to raise their prices for their profitable hexes, depriving the poor people of their needed goods and services while they're very nice people outside of class.
The majority of this game has been based upon the luck of an individual. The rest of the game is based upon how an individual is able to achieve personal political objectives while providing for a family. As the countries of Shacketopia played the game of Civic Mirror, many people were unable to receive the necessary resources needed to survive, let alone attain the extra units needed for well-being points. As the citizens became more experienced at the game, however, they were able to prioritize units needed. This increased the chances of survival, but the game remains a game of luck. The concept of the first come first serve is an example of luck, where if you aren't quick enough, then you will not receive any of the units. But in this game, luck is not necessarily always against you. An example of luck in favor of the citizens is the wildcards at the end of the year. One may get a wildcard that increases the number of status points or gives them extra income.